Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Dipanjali Arora. I'm a tarot reader, an Vedic astrologer, and a healer. And I use my gifts on YouTube to help those who feel a little lost and are in a need of a guidance. So today we are going to do a pick a card reading about why are they not communicating to you? Why are they not talking? And we'll also look into will the communication happen sometime in near future, and what is the advice given to you by spirit. So we will look into all these three aspects. But the major question is, why is there no contact? Why is there no communication? So it is for those who maybe have not been talking to their to their person since a couple of days. Maybe you've not been talking to them for 2 days or 5 days or 6 months or a year. So whatever the time frame, so why the communication is not happening, what's happening with them, and when it will be resumed if possible. Now, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you chance upon it, there is a message in it for you. And remember, this is a general reading, so everything might not resonate, or maybe you are not ready to get the messages which are coming your way. It could be either of the two. And it is also possible that you could be attracted to more than one pile, which is perfectly fine. There could be different messages for different people in different piles. So feel free to choose more, right? So there are 3 different piles. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I have this amethyst crystal on pile number 1, this beautiful crystal with different lines on it. This is pile number 1. This is a clear quartz crystal, pile number 2. I think this is called Merkaba. That's how it's designed for cosmic geometry. Now the third is opal, pile number 3. You can see it. This is pile number 3. So close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths, focus on the person about whom you want to inquire as to what's happening in their life and why are they not communicating. Bring their face to the forefront, think about their name, focus on the question, keep taking deep breaths. And when you are ready, open your eyes, and wherever your eyes fall first, that is your reading, that's your pile. So the timestamps of the reading are mentioned in the description. And if you want a personal consultation done, then that detail is also there in the description below. And I have also started with my Instagram where I do daily readings. So you might find something of interest there as well. So do check that out. So let's begin with pile number 1. So all those who chose this beautiful amethyst crystal, pile number 1, this is your reading. So today we are going to figure out why there is no communication, what's stopping them from coming forward and talking to you, and whether they will connect with you again or not, and if so, then when. So let's figure it out. So I have these 2 cards. One is no place like home, okay. And the second is courthouse. All right, this is pretty straightforward what these 2 cards are saying. So see if this resonates. If it doesn't, then this is not your pile. Then you have to choose another one. So the person you are inquiring about is not talking to you. Is he's very, or he or she, see whatever resonates. They're very busy in dealing with certain situations at home. It could be related, it could be that they are married, and because we have the courthouse as a next card, it could be that they are right now married and their relationship is going through some turmoil and they're looking at breaking the relationship or directly going for a divorce, right, because of this card. So it could be that, or it could be to do with some other problem in the house which is becoming legal, which is becoming very strenuous and serious as of now. Need not be a divorce, or not necessarily that they are married, but for most of you this could be the situation that this person is going through a divorce or a separation. This could also be to do possibly to do with some sort of a settlement or some something to do with kids, or they're shifting houses It could be that they have shifted, they were staying in one city and they have shifted to another city, or they have just shifted houses, and there's a lot of legal matters that they have to look into, and that's taking a lot of their time. And it's not leaving them enough time to talk to you, to come back to you, or to continue with the relationship, because they are busy doing something else. And it's to do with situation in their house. And it's requiring legal help. It's requiring lawyers and courthouse and all that stuff. So it's requiring legal help. But mostly I feel that this person is going through some sort of a legal separation. Yeah. And for some of you, it could be that they are buying another property, or they're shifting their homes. They're shifting their home base. It could also be that they're shifting their countries. Say they're staying in one country and they're moving to another country altogether. And that can also require a lot of legality, because whatever it is that they are doing requires a lot of legal inputs. They have to get their paperwork sorted, and they have to get their signatures in place, and they possibly have to go to the court or involve a lawyer. So that's the kind of stuff that it is involving. So see which is resonating with you. But yeah, this is definitely a very busy time for them, and also a little chaotic. Because when you're shifting home, because when your home is shaken, when your home base is not grounded, that's when you don't feel very stable. So this is a little bit of an unstable, difficult time. Not a bad time. It's not looking like it's like a lot of despair or a lot of negativity is not what I'm seeing. But yes, it is involving, it is taking up a lot of their time. So it's not leaving them enough time to do other things that they might want to do, in their free time. So now let's see what more we can figure out. Why is this person not communicating? With group number 1. Yeah, we have the moon, a lot of confusion. Okay. There is a moon coming up. What else? And we have another major arcana, judgment. So they are going through a very important phase in their life. And there are certain factors which are hidden. Possibly you don't know these details. Maybe you are very close to this person and you think that you know everything about them. But that's not the case, my dear group number 1. There are certain things which even you are not aware of, and not many people know. These are certain personal issues that they are going through as of now, and it's related to their family and home. So when certain things are connected with our home and family, we might, people are not very comfortable discussing it with everybody else, with us, or even in an intimate relationship, they might not have discussed it with you. But what's happening, it's all coming to the forefront with the judgment energy. All that is buried, all that was in the past is all coming up in the forefront, and they have to deal with it now. It cannot be kept under wraps or under covers anymore, and it needs their attention now. And for some of you, I am getting, not for all, what the message I'm getting, it for some of you, it is to deal with, they're a little ashamed of what is happening in their home front. It's to do with, they're not very comfortable with it, and yeah, it's making them feel very disturbed. This is a disturbing situation which is happening, which is coming out, certain disturbing truths which are coming out, which, it could be to do with your parents, or it could be to do with your spouse or kids or whatever, but we are not comfortable discussing it with everybody else. We want to keep it under wraps as much as possible. But this situation is now reached a boiling point in their life, and it can no longer be put under covers. It has to be dealt with now. It could be an old family dispute which has come in the forefront. It could be that, or it could be a relationship which has been festering, and sometimes we don't give it much importance, and we think that, oh, things will settle down on its own, but it's not going to happen. This needs attention, this needs focus, because it's coming up, as I said, in the forefront now. It's become important, and that needs to be done, and they need to be very, very strong with the Seven of Wands energy. They need to stake their claim. They are fighting a lot of opposition. Oh my, your man is busy or your woman is busy. They are fighting a lot of opposition. They are it could be at this point in time, sometimes it so happens that we do get a support if we ask for it, but we do not wish to ask for it. So that's the situation your person is going through. They know whatever it is that's happening in their life right now, they need to deal with it themselves. Nobody can take that burden away from them, and they would rather not. As I said, these are deeply buried secrets. They would rather not discuss it with all sundry. They don't want it to become common knowledge, and they are fighting a lot of opposition, and they are fighting a lot of inner battles and outer battles to win this over, and they are fighting. They're standing tall. They are not giving in. They are finding a solution for the problem. They want to tackle it, and they want to arrive at a consensus. That's what they're looking at. Anything else? It's a busy time for your person, my dear group number 1, and we have Two of Swords as well. This is Two of Air. So yes, there is a. Let me take out one more card. Oops, many. Sorry. So we have Two of Air, and we have 10 of Water. So yes, if you're wondering while this person is so busy doing what all that they're doing, are they even thinking about you? So the answer to that is yes, they are constantly remembering you. You're always on their mind. Even if they are confused and they are not, the personal situation is not conducive to take this relationship forward or to tell you what all they feel about you, but they do want to, cross the oceans and the mountains and reach to. It's such a beautiful card of yearning. You can see this is 10 of Cups, and this woman is gazing out there towards the future. There is an ocean, there are mountains, there are huge hills, and all that is there. So they are thinking about you, but you're looking to them as if it's a little bit far away. The future with you seems to be at a distance right now. It could be because there is a distance physically between the both of you, but mostly I feel it's because of the situation that they are dealing with. They do not want you to become part of it. They don't want to let that toxicity of the situation hurt you, and that is good. But they are constantly thinking about you, and they want to protect you. They don't want you to enter their mess, because sometimes we need to protect certain things. Certain relationships are important. Everybody don't need to be in the mess at the same time. So it could also be the thoughts of you, even if they're not talking to you. The thoughts of you, give them comfort, give them hope, and it gives them peace. It gives them a sense of peace. But yes, it is at a distance right now. They don't feel that they're physically close to you, but emotionally they do feel a connect with you guys, my dear group number 1. Oh, it's such a love story, isn't it? What else? Why is your person not talking to you? Why there is no communication? Yes, again, it feels it's a world card. It feels that you guys are at a distance. Could be that you belong to different cultures or different communities, and that's the reality of the situation. So I do feel, my dear group number 1, you guys are going through a bad patch. It's like being victim of circumstances. It's not something that you've done or that your person is doing. That's the problem. It's the circumstances which are not favoring you. The timing has gone wrong. And that's very sad, because I do feel a lot of love here with 10 of Water and the World card. There is a lot of love here for you. There is a lot of attraction and attachment, but there are things which are not in the control, and it's creating its own problems. It's created its own challenges, right? And then we have the Tower card. So something got to give. There's so many major arcanas. My God. In the 6 tarot cards I've drawn, there are 4 major arcanas. Awesome. So we have the Tower card. So something, as I said, this person is going through some kind of ending, some kind of breakdown in their family space. And it's going to happen. It's something which has, as I said, it's been festering for long, but now the decision has been taken out of their hands. It cannot be saved or controlled any longer. And this person has a feeling, as I said, he's getting a feeling, or she's getting a feeling, that they are rootless. They're not finding their own grounding. But when this card of the Tower come, which is a very strong Martian energy, this simply means that it's going to clear the way for the future. You have to get out of your own way. So that's what they will have to do. You are given no choice. You have to get out of the way. It's like a building crashing down, and you cannot be holding on to the wall to keep it upright. You have to get away from there. So that's the situation that they're entering right now. So things are coming to the climax. Let's put it that way. So things are going to come to climax, and now let's see what happens post that. We have the Hierophant. We have another major arcana. So once the things come to the climax, that's when it's so beautiful, because Hierophant is the energy of, it's the earth energy. It's mostly a Taurian energy, which is about grounding, about things getting manifested, things getting settled. So once they go through this tower moment, once the things crash around them, that's when they're going to find their own grounding. That's when they're going to find their own peace. But they have to go through the disturbance that they are going through right now. It seems to be extremely karmic, because only major arcana are coming out. So it's very karmic. It's something which you cannot, if you're thinking, how will I help this person, or can I do something? Then the answer is no. Just do what you're doing. Just be at a distance. If they want to be left alone, then you have to leave them alone. You need to give them time to deal with the kind of shit that they're dealing with in their personal space. And once they have dealt with it, that's when they know. Then they will have the breather and the peace of resuming the relationship with you. Yeah, we have Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of there's a lot of difficult words which are being spoken. There's a lot of maybe you guys, even your understanding, maybe you have said something to them which has been hurtful, because they have not been very forthright or communicative about what they have been going through in their life. So it could so happen that once we do not know what the person is going through, and but we feel their distance, because you feel that they are distant from you, but you do not know why this distance have come about. So with this Queen of Swords, it could be that some harsh words were spoken. You were or it could have come to a situation that you had said, okay, go ahead with your life and leave me, deal with what you have to deal with, and don't bother me with it, or I don't want to be part of it, or I don't know what's going on with you, and I cannot handle it anymore. So these kind of situations or these kind of words could have been spoken, which have been which they would have found to be harsh or to be unjustified, maybe in their own mind. But you have been hurt. You have said those because it has come from a place of hurt and a place of not knowing what to do about things. Sometimes we don't know what to do about things, but we know that we need to protect ourselves. So that kind of situation has also happened with you guys. It could be there for some of you, that there has been a fight, and some kind of a break in the relationship has come about, and that is another reason why they are not communicating with you guys. But they're going through what they're going through, and once they are through with it, that's when they'll be they will have the peace and the clarity of what they want to do further in their life. So now let's see, will they come back? Will they contact you? Okay, so we have very interesting cards. We have Swords again. It was there again here as well. Then we have Six of Cups. And we have Knight of Cups. So they are going to be indecisive about, as I said, there are certain harsh words which have been spoken, or there have been something which has, a sword has fallen. So some kind of a decisive ending they feel has happened between the both of you. And they are a little confused. They will be in two minds about whether they should approach you or not. So this could take a little bit more time than you anticipate for them to connect with you. But yes, they are thinking about you, as I said, with the Six of Cups energy again. This is a card of reconciliation. So this person definitely will connect with you, wants to connect with you and come back to you. And it can happen all of a sudden out of nowhere, because we have the Knight of Swords energy as well. And I do feel it's not as if they are completely ignoring you. Maybe they're not talking to you, but it could be that they're checking you out on your social media, but not clicking on anything. We don't like the picture, but we see the picture. That kind of a situation is what I see is happening. And yes, you are constantly on their mind, and they would want to connect with you, but they have to go through this indecision first. This fear and indecision of being rejected. That's also playing lots on their mind. But once they go through that, once they are through with that phase of indecision, that's when they will connect with you. So I do feel it might take a little bit time for you guys. So let's see if cards give us a time frame when this person will approach you or connect with you. So we have Page of Wands. So this shows the summer months. And now, this shows the summertime, because this is a card of fire. I see it as summertime. And we have Eight of Wands as well. So it could be 8 weeks or for some of you, it could be 8 days, or it could be the 8th month. 8th month would be August, right? Because right now it's June. So yeah, 8 is the month of August. So it could be 8 weeks, 8 days, or 8 months, or it could be the summer months, which we are going through right now. So that's the time frame which the cards are giving me. Now let's see if I can, what messages Spirit wants to give me for your situation, particular situation, how you should be handling it at your end. Messages for group number 1. Just group number 1. Moving. Changes happening. So be prepared to move physically or spiritually. So the Spirit is saying change is on the way. Things are in motion. They are not stagnant. That's a good thing. So expect some kind of change or movement to happen. And as I said, for some of you, it could happen within 8 days, which is not a lot of time. And we are any which ways going through, sorry. We are any which ways in summer months. So it could be any moment. And the romance angels are saying finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love right now. So yeah. So yeah, this could be one of the things which your person is going through, because if you're going through, splitting your home or buying a new home, or because as I said, they are dealing with certain issues at home, and money could be very much a part of it, right? Could be property related matters. So yes, that's what they're dealing with. And the another message with the romance angels are giving is, it's telling you that it is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. So beautiful. Now let's see what one more message I want to take out for you guys from Lovers Oracle. Okay, just fell down. So this is the card which you've drawn. It's such a beautiful, beautiful You can see the angelic wings on it. It says, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Wow. So and this unicorn card is also saying that things are moving and changing, things are happening. So if the energy has been stagnant before, it's going to change now, and it's changing for the better, because past is now behind you, my dear group number one. So on that happy note, I shall leave your reading. I hope the reading resonated. Do let me know in the comment section how you found the reading, and let me know what's happening in your personal space. I would love to hear from you guys, right? And remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your time. Bye for now. So all those who chose group number 2 and this beautiful clear quartz crystal, this is in the shape is called Merkaba. This is your reading, right? So today we are going to figure out, why are they not talking to you? Why there is no contact, no communication? What could be the possible reason for it? And then we are going to figure out whether they will communicate with you, and what could be the possible time frame. And and towards the end, we'll also get some messages from the spirit for you. So let's begin. Group number 2, building blocks and distant horizons. All right. So we have these two cards, building blocks and distant horizons. So it's very clear what these cards are saying. This person is busy pursuing their dreams. It could be that they have to go away to study. It could be that they are working on a project. It could be that they are busy doing their, making some business. Or with the building blocks, it could be also that they are building something. They are in the process of creating something. It could be creating an idea. It could be, being in. It could be that this person is busy in some sort of a creative pursuit, or definitely growing. So their focus is right now on growth, their own self-growth, and they are very invested in it, which is not a bad thing, mind you, because if I am a complete and a happy person in my own space, then I can, then and only then can I give it to others, isn't it? So this is the focus of this person, and because of these reasons, it could be that they have possibly they have to travel with the distant horizons. Possibly they have to travel, or if not physically that they are traveling, with this, it seems like they have to physically travel to a distant place. But even if they're not physically traveling, then they are busy in their creative pursuits, because this is a very creative card. So this is talking about creating something, and this is talking about actually manifesting it. So they are it could be, for example, so you're inquiring about somebody who's an actor. So they have to go to a different place, and they're busy in their role, and they have to do a lot of study for that role. Just one of the examples. And that leaves them no time to connect with anyone else. And it could also be that they wish to be isolated. They want to give their complete focus and attention to the project at hand, and that leaves them no time to think about anything or anyone else. So these two cards are talking about complete focus. Now let's see what more we can figure out, why this person is not talking to you. So what's happening between the two of you? So, all right, we have 6 of Swords. We have 3 of Pentacles. And we have the Strength. Very interesting. So all the cards are actually saying the same thing. And we have 8 of Cups. All right. So it seems, my dear group number 2, because we have two. This I see as my travel card, and this I see as my walking away card. So something has happened between the both of you. Some kind of, maybe there was a lot of confusion. Maybe you didn't understand each other emotionally as well, and that created a lot of imbalance in the relationship. That lack of understanding, the lack of communication, which it seems to me that it's not just now that you guys are not talking. It could be a pattern in your relationship wherein you are not able to communicate what's in your heart as clearly to each other as you should have been able to, right? So that's coming up very strongly to me. And also this, and the work has added to it, the fact that you guys are maybe working in different fields altogether, or your person is somebody who is getting the support, collaboration, and the appreciation that he or she always wanted for the efforts that they are putting in their work, because we have the strength as well, and we have the Three of Pentacles as well. So this shows a lot of success as far as their work is concerned, and they are very focused, as I said in the beginning. They are very focused on their career, they are very focused on making money, they are very focused on putting their projects on manifesting the projects that they have been thinking about. And it is taking a lot of time, energy, and passion from their end. So all their passion is getting directed towards their work. From you, it has gone towards the work, because that's where they feel most, that's where they feel stronger and more appreciated. So this has created a, a kind of a, what can I say, distance in the relationship. And also it could be that there was always this lack of connectivity and commitment which you always felt, which was always there in your relationship, because you have different dreams, and the person has different dreams, and you're very passionate about your own dreams, but they are not combining together, they are not coming together. So that's the feeling I'm getting, and one of you has walked away. It could be you, or it could be the other person. So this particular pile seems like a breakup has happened, and one of you, or mostly this person, has decided to call it quits, and that is the reason why the communication is not happening. Let's see what more I can figure out about you guys. Why is this person not talking? Group number 2. And I also feel that there was a lot of could be the ego issues could be there. 5 of Earth. Okay. And we have Queen of Air, that is Queen of Swords. And in the last card I want to take, which is 9 of Earth. So, all right. So this set of cards, as I said, it's kind of carrying forward the situation which was shown earlier in the earlier cards, which showed that there is a lack of understanding between the both of you. Now, I do feel it could be that your person feels that you are out of their reach. That it could be that you are somebody who is very settled, or well-to-do, or doing very well in their business, and they are just trying to figure it out themselves. So they don't feel that they are a match to you. They feel like an outsider. It could be in your friend circle or family. They feel that they have not arrived, or they have not attained the kind of success that you have received, and that is creating a lot of ego issues, or that's creating a lot of self-image issues in your person, and it has created in the past. And they want to level up to you. They feel that, your position is here, they're keeping you at a high pedestal, and they just feel that they have to match up, and they're not able to match up. That's another reason why the communication is not happening, why the break in the relationship has happened. And I don't think so it's your fault, right? So if you're successful, you're successful. If you are intelligent, you are intelligent. And if you know your mind and know how to, because you are somebody who is very forthright, and who does not take any nonsense from anybody. So you're clear cut in your communication, you're forthright, you know where you want to go, you know what you want to do, and that has put that person on a back foot. And they feel that, yeah, you are kind of, yeah, you can see this man standing there and this woman standing so tall. So you can see this. So it's like you are somebody who is, high up there, and somehow they feel that you're out of reach. So that's that's one of the reasons why the communication is not happening. What else? I just want to take out as much information as possible for you guys, so that you have a complete picture in front of you, right? So then we have 4 of Pentacles. So yeah, money is playing an issue. So maybe you are somebody who is who's also, earning more money than they are. That could also be one of the reasons why they feel, yeah, that's the word coming to me, why they feel so threatened by you. And we have the Justice card. So yes, so they want a balance. They want an equal kind of a partnership with you. They want a balance which they feel is not there right now, and they need to work on it. It's not your fault. I feel they understand it, and that is why they are right now focused on their work and their own personal growth. Either you have inspired them or you have triggered something in them, which is making them feel that now is the time that they need to focus on themselves, on making their own dreams a reality, on putting all the energy in their work. And because that is what they're doing, they are not focusing on you, and the relationship and the communication breakdown has happened. And as I said, for most of you with this Eight of Cups energy, one of you has walked away, have walked away from the relationship. Now let's see whether they will initiate a communication sometime in near future with group number 2. Some kind of contact will happen with you guys in near future. 5 of Cups. So this is not a very good card. It's about sorrow and rejection. They do feel very rejected. There are 2 5s in your reading. 9 of Wands. Let me take out one more. And the Fool. So I do feel that the communication can happen suddenly, but it seems to be it's going to take a little bit of more time, because they are going through this energy of 5 of Cups, which is the energy of despair and sorrow. And then we have 9 of Wands, which is like trying too hard. It's like the person is putting a lot of thought, and it's creating a lot of anxiety in that person. The more they think about approaching you, the more scared they become by their own thoughts. And then in the end, we have the Fool. It's the card of new beginnings. So it could be that they'll reach a stage where they'll just throw caution to the wind and say, this is it. Let me just send at least a hi or a hello, or let me just go and meet this person. Or with this Fool energy, you might meet them suddenly, without any planning. So it's a situation where you've gone with your friends somewhere, and they have gone with their friends, and it's the same area, and you just suddenly meet each other. So that kind of situation can also happen, because Fool is the energy of not planning things. It's the energy of things, just universe. It's leaving it to destiny. Whatever it is will happen. That's the kind of an energy. So they are not consciously planning to meet with you or to communicate with you, because they're simply scared. That the fear factor is very strong, but things can happen suddenly. Now, what would be the time frame and this can come about? What would be the time frame? So we have Swords, we have 9 of Swords, and we have King of Swords. Now, Swords is the energy of air, but to me, it's also denotes winter season. So winter season begins post-October in most of the places. So After that is when I see the communication happening, or it can happen suddenly. You might have some kind of a social media interaction, not a direct communication, but somebody interacting via some friend circle or something through social media. That can happen, and that if that is the scenario for some of you, that could happen in the next couple of days, my dear group number 2. But mostly the clarity will come to you in the winter season. Again, we have the sword, which is the card, which is the 11 number card. So yeah, it's showing October, November is the time frame when this person will communicate, but they are not consciously planning to talk to you, to communicate, or to repair the relationship. So my suggestion for you guys is that please go on with your life, my dear group number 2. Now let's see what the spirit has to tell us. We should not be wasting our time in waiting for things to happen or waiting for things to fall in place. Your life shouldn't be on hold, is what my suggestion to you guys is, group number 2. So blessings. The unicorn card is saying it's a blessing. Count your blessings and the good in your life will multiply. Look, this is what I have been telling you. So you need to be living your life. You cannot put your life on hold. And when this thing has to happen, this person has to come back, they will, or if they don't have to happen, it won't happen. But your life cannot be on hold because you have so much to be happy for. You are a blessed child of the universe, and there's so much good happening around you. You need to be receptive towards it, and you should be, and appreciate whatever good is there in your life. Now let's see the message from the romance angels for you, my dear group number 2. Release your ex. My, can it be more clear than that? It says the time has come to clear your energy. So you need to let them go, right? As I said, doesn't seem like they are having the confidence of approaching you, and that's not your fault. And you have to trust the universe. Have faith and trust. This situation is calling out for you to have more faith. So trust the universe. Trust that things which are meant for you will come back to you, and if they are not meant for you, then it's a goodbye. So this is the romance love oracle card. This is the card that you have drawn, so beautiful. I'll read it out for you. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So you have to accept each other the way they are, and that's the only way for things to work out sometimes, right? Wow, this is another card which is talking about trust. I'll just show you the card. So this is also talking about trust. It says trust. That's why I'm saying it's talking about trust. I'll read it out for you. Transformation occurs through its acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So either you or your person should try to change the situation which they have been trying to change it. It's not your fault, as I said. It's you are who you are, and why should you change that? Why should you become a lesser person than what you are? There's no need to do that, right? And the person had to trust the situation and to accept it the way it is. And I think what we have seen through the reading, that's what the problem is there. That person is not able to accept the situation the way it is, and is not able to trust the universe enough. And that has been the root of the problem in your relationship. And yeah, and sometimes you can do nothing about things, right, my dear group number 2? So this is it. This is what I have for you today. I hope the reading resonated. Do let me know in the comment section. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your time. And if you want a personal consultation done, then my details are mentioned in the description below. Now let's move on to group number 3. So all those who chose group number 3 and this beautiful opal crystal, this is your reading. So let's see why there is no communication between you and your person. What are the factors affecting it? We'll also check out whether they will start talking and when will that happen. And in the end, I'll end the reading with the messages for you from the spirit. So let's begin the reading. Chaos and conflict. and despair. All right. So these are the two cards that you have drawn, which are the basis of why the communication is not happening. So your relationship seems to have been extremely passionate. It's on again and off again kind of a relationship. And and there are a lot of changes which has happened around you, which has been out of your hands, and that has created a lot of despair. That's created a lot of unhappiness. Yeah, so I do feel between when I look at the last two groups and I look at yours, so yours is a group wherein there is a major problem which has happened between the both of you. This has not been because of the situation that you guys have been in. It could be that there were a lot of fights, there were a lot of arguments, there was a lot of misunderstanding between the both of you, and that led to the no contact situation that you are in right now. That led to the break that has happened. Hmm. And also, I feel that outside factors have also been of have also played a part in it. You, the people around you, have also added fuel to the fire. It could be related to family situation, or it could be related to friends situation. So it's like adding fuel to fire. So these are the two people who are not getting along, uh, and your surroundings, it could be your family or friends, are not trying to help you see the other person's point of view, but they are trying to enrage you further. They're trying to show you the dark side more often, and you have allowed that to happen. You have allowed others to interfere in your relationship, and that has also caused you so much of despair and dejection to you and to the other person. I see this is the energy of both of you, that things have really gone out of hand, and and it is sad. So you guys your person is really feeling the bite of it. Your person is really feeling the sadness and the unhappiness which this has caused. Now let's see what more messages we are getting from for you guys. Group number 3. We have the Chariot which fell out. What more? We have the 3 of Hearts and we have the Fool. All right. And we have 5 of Pentacles. So as I said, it's an on again and on off again kind of a relationship. You guys are extremely passionate about each other, but there is a lack of understanding. There is passion without understanding. That's why it's not sustainable. So with the Chariot energy, I do feel that the person is focused about bringing it to its final conclusion, or either to make it work or to break it. Now that is the situation which you guys have come into, and that could be the reason why you are not talking. You do feel like you are outsiders, you are not able to communicate, and there is a distance. So there is a lot of despair, there's a lot of sadness which I feel, because we have also the 3 of Swords, and 3 of Swords card, which is not a very good card to have in any reading, and especially reading related to our relationships. So there is a desire to come to a final conclusion, either make it or break it. Now this is what this person is thinking and contemplating about. They want to take a risk, they want to take a leap of faith, they want to do something which is entirely out of character, and which is not expected that they will take that step, right? And I do feel that you have this kind of a very kind of an attachment, though the card has not come out here, but I do feel a devil energy happening here, which is an attachment which you're not able to break. We do know that this situation has to resolve, and we need to do something to solve it, but you feel powerless in doing so. Yeah. And you always go back in the same cycle of coming together and fighting and breaking off, coming together, fighting and breaking off. That's a cycle which has been going on and on for quite a while for this group, and it is toxic. which the person, you and your person are realizing that it is toxic and something different needs to be done. Either there has to be a complete break off, or you need to work on the relationship. Maybe you need help or counseling, because when I see this card, this is asking, crying out for help. Five of Pentacles is the energy which says, I need help, I am helpless, I need somebody to come and support me now. So it would be a good idea for you guys to go for some kind of a relationship counseling, is what I see, my dear group number 3. And that will help you resolve many of your issues, because you guys trigger each other in a certain way, and then things just go out of hand. That's what I see. There's a lot of triggering which is happening here. What more can we figure out about group number 3? We have the Magician. So yes, you need someone's help, as I said. You need a counselor, a wise person, maybe some elder in your family, or go to a professional, is what I feel, because the Magician talks about somebody who is a professional, somebody who's a teacher, a counselor, a guide. So this could help you out a lot if you do, and not just your relationship. I think it'll help you as a person grow. Because when we are in some kind of a toxic pattern in our life, that's to do with something which has happened in our past, and maybe you're not tapping into it. It's the subconscious urges which have which are making you do things that you're doing, and you feel powerless and helpless to resolve it. So it's a good idea to go for help. That's coming up, because this relationship has also triggered you in many levels, and now it's the time to resolve, and you will be able to resolve the issues. And I'm not saying it'll be good if the relationship gets resolved, but what I feel is, what it is teaching you is certain truths about yourself. Certain ugly truths are coming out about yourself, which you are not very aware consciously, but it is coming out now, and that needs to be tackled. So when you do that, either you're able to save this relationship, or you're able to save the future relationships which are going to come your way. Wow, this reading has become something much more than a love reading, I feel. Yeah, so, and then the Lovers came out upside down. So yes, as I said, there is a lack of understanding between the both of you. There is there are certain, and then we have punishment, which is a hanged man in the, and we have also the Temperance. All right, so let's put it all together. These are all the major arcanas. So there is a break, there is a pause, and with the Lovers coming out in the reverse, I feel that as I said, there is an interference of others in your relationship. It's not just the two of you. Maybe you're getting suggestions from friends and family, and they are not equipped to give you those suggestions. It's pushing you towards the wrong direction. It's not helping you grow or helping you save the relationship. And also, with the Lovers coming out in the reverse, you sometimes feel that you've fallen out of love with the person. That you no longer feel that passion, or that there is no longer that passion that was there earlier, which was keeping you guys together. So that's another reason. And then we have the Hangman. So there is a break. There is a need for pause, which you guys actually need. This pause is required, because when this card comes, it also talks about looking at things from a different perspective, right? So it's also talking about sacrifices. It's talking about changes that we know that we need to make, but we are holding on to it so strongly that no, I will not let this go. This is the time to let it go. My dear group number 3, this is a time to look at the situation from fresh pair of eyes. It's a time to let go of things which are not working, because this is a moment of pause. So when there is so much of activity happening around you, then there comes a moment of pause, which is a time for us to reflect upon things which have gone wrong and things which you could have improved. And then in the end, we have the beautiful Temperance energy. Again, this is talking about healing. So this relationship is there in your life for you to understand the kind of healing you require, the kind of things that you need to fix in your own self. And you guys are mirroring each other's energies. You guys both of you need to fix certain situations and certain issues in your own psyche. And it is coming from your past. which this relationship has brought to the forefront, right? So that is what needs to be worked at, and you guys will be working on it. So that's the beauty of it. With the Magician card and with the Temperance card, I do feel that the help and the understanding that you require is definitely coming your way. Now let's see what more we can figure out about you guys, my dear group number 3. This one is a heavy reading, my dear friends. Yeah. So group number 3. Yes, we have 2 of Pentacles. So you can see this man is trying to approach this woman, trying to talk to her, but he is very skeptical of it. He's not very confident. He's not very sure, not very, does not know how he will be received. So, and that is the situation which you guys have been going through in your relationship. As I said, there is a lack of understanding. You guys don't see eye to eye with each other about many issues in your life. What has been keeping it together has been, I don't like to say it, but has been fear of rejection. You're scared of letting each other go. That's the reason why you are holding on to each other. And that's the reason why this pause which has happened right now in your relationship is very, very important. It's giving you time to think. It's the time for it's the time for inner reflection. So use it wisely, my dear group number 3. And then we have 8 of Swords. Right now, 8 of Swords is a card of feeling trapped. It's a card of not knowing where to go and what to do. So yes, that is why I think for you guys, this break in the relationship was very, very important. For the other groups, it has happened due to other reasons. For you guys, it has really happened because you needed a break from each other. Because this feeling of entrapment, this feeling of not being able to express, not being able to talk, not knowing where the relationship is going, constant fights, constant arguments, constant heartbreaks, and being in a cyclic nature, and this going in round and round circle is not healthy for a relationship, and it's not healthy for you, my dear group number 3. It's not healthy for us as human beings. You deserve better. Now let's see whether this person wants to have, and I also feel that the communication breakdown in your case is not complete. So you're watching this when, it could be that you guys are still talking and still in touch with each other, but not talking as much as you used to, not being in each other's company as much as you used to, because I do feel you have common friends, or common, or families know each other. Something of that situation is there in this particular spread. So let's see if you guys will talk the talk that you need to do. Will that kind of communication, meaningful communication? Oh, wow, we have the Magician again. So yes, that will happen. It's very important for you guys to have that connect and to have that communication. We have Queen of Cups and we have Queen of Swords. So now when you guys will talk, it would be very clear cut, and it would be also talking about what went wrong and what needs to be fixed, if it can be fixed. So I don't say that there is a future for your relationship. I also don't see that there isn't, but there are certain things which you need to work on, and it can be worked out. It's not impossible, right? If you decide to do something, because you have drawn Magician twice. So once you decide, and once the person decides that I need to make this thing work, make this relationship work, or else I need to have closures. Right? Sometimes you need a closure about a relationship so that you can move on in your life. So you guys, I feel, haven't had closure. You are not able to move on with your life. So that closure is coming. And it can go either way. Either you'll be together or you'll decide to part ways. But it will be done with consensus. It will not be hurtful, because we have Queen of Cups here, which is a highly emotional energy. And you guys need Queen of Swords, which are very clear-cut energy about communication, intelligent, clear-cut, no nonsense. Yeah. So this is about all about heart, and this is all about logic. So there is a balance which is happening with the magician energy in your heart and logic. This magician is creating a balance, which is beautiful. So yes, now let's see the time frame if the spirit wants to give us for you guys. When you guys will start communicating or talking. We have Three of Wands. We have Knight of Pentacles. And we also have Page of Cups. So all right, so it's telling me about a situation more than a time frame. So I do feel when one of you will physically walk away, so when you are at a distance from each other, that will give you better clarity. If that has already happened, then it is good that you are at a distance, because you need that distance. As I said, with the Hangman, you need that pause in your relationship. So once you go at a distance, that's when you'll have the clarity. And that's when your person will have a clarity about how to approach you. But things will move slowly for you guys with the Knight of Pentacles. This is a night which moves very slowly. It can take months. So this is a night, this night does move slowly, but it's a very short night. So when they do come back to you to discuss what they want to discuss, they will have things in perspective and their thought process in place. It's not be a wasteful communication. It will be meaningful. And with the Page of Cups, it's talking about new beginnings with this person, possibly. Well, because this page is another very emotional, loving energy. So yes, so there are three elements depicted here. We have the fire, we have the earth, and we have the water. So I do feel the time frame which is coming to me is end of this year for you guys. And as I said, you also, it's not a complete communication breakdown in your communication any which ways. So suddenly it will build up, slowly it will build up. It's not a sudden build up, it's a slow build up. So the meaningful talk which you need to do will happen slowly over a course of time. Right? And I do feel it will take the end of this year for that to happen, for at least 6 months. Right, so now let's see what are the messages we can get from you from the unicorns first. Wow, they're saying the silence. Be still, for all the answers lie in silence. As I said, you need a pause. So this is a good time for you, for a pause in a relationship, for a break in communication, for for the for the me time that you guys are getting. So this, you can see this fellow sitting near the water body. So it will be a good idea for you to go near some water body, go to the beach if it's nearby, if it's near the place where you're staying, or go to the riverside, or just be in nature. That stillness and that pause would be very healing for you guys. Let's see what the romance angel wants to tell us. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from the usual type and expectation, so you need to be open to whatever universe wants to send your way. A tree fell outside. That's the noise you heard. And the next card says express your love. So go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So it could be for some of you that the universe is asking you to express your love, but mostly it is asking you to be silent and to keep an open mind, basically not to take any action. It's a good time to be not to do anything about your relationship, and let it heal on its own. My goodness, we just fell off. So we have drawn this as your lover's oracle, and two cards came out, so I'll read both of them. This one says, be aware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are the qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you do not like are also your own reflection. And this is the continuation. The second card which fell out is the continuation of this thing. It says reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So that's the message coming out again and again. It came out in the tarot. It came out in the oracle cards as well, that this break is good for you guys. You need to give each other some space, some time to heal, and decide and reflect of what you want in life and how you want to take the relationship further. So on this note, I shall leave your reading, my dear group number 3. I hope the reading resonated. Do let me know in the comment section how you found the reading, and remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want a personal consultation done, then my details are mentioned in the description below. Thank you for your time. Good luck to you guys.